It looks terrible.
It's dead weight, Sarah. Like, look at that. I have to lift his head up, Sarah. We need to get him in now. Is there an emergency vet, maybe? How serious is that disease or whatever is going around?
She said it's very serious and very contagious.
I just read up on it and found that he has all the symptoms that she described. The biggest problem with this is it can be fatal. This is not what we want to come home to. Charlie? Let's see his eyes. Charlie. He's not feeling good, guys. Good boy, what happened? What's wrong? We just got home from our trip, CVXLive and France. How was he when you guys left? Was Charlie fine when you left?
It was like hyper-aggressive.
So, yeah, so I just got home, or we just got home and I just went out to look for him and he didn't come running up or anything. I actually went out to the dog house and he was just laying there looking at me and I'm like, Charlie, come on. And I actually had to go over and pet him to get up and start walking. And he immediately just came in here and just laid down. Like, I'm a little worried about him. I don't think he's not doing too well. I don't know what's wrong with him. Huh?
I think we should take him to the vet in the morning.
Yeah, something is
Is there something out there that he could have eaten?
Not that I'm aware of. Looks like we're gonna have to get him to the vet first thing tomorrow and see what's going on with him.
It's almost midnight and I'm still awake with this guy and he's letting me rub his tummy. Poor guy just has a dry nose and just is not himself. We might get little cat naps here and there, but
We'll just take like 45 minutes and then stay awake for 15 and the other person can go to sleep for 45 minutes and then stay awake for 15 together.
yeah, we're probably not gonna get sleep tonight. Poor baby. I am exhausted because of since CVXLive we didn't get much sleep. We went to bed late and then we would wake up really. So I'm exhausted, but I don't want to go to sleep because I'm letting fear and anxiety take over. And so I fear like if I go to sleep something might happen to him. That he might get worse or something might happen while we're asleep. And I don't want that.
It's about 6:30 a.m. and he just barely started drinking water. So we got in bed at about 3. So at most I probably got like an hour and a half of sleep. 2 hours. But yeah, that's fun because I have to go to seminary today. But yeah, Charlie started actually acting a little more normal today.
He's not out here running around, so that's not a good sign. Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. You still not feeling good? So Danielle brought him out here, I guess, this morning?
Yeah, she said he finally started feeling or acting better around like 6:40 or something.
Really? Still has dry nose. Still doesn't feel good at all. I can definitely tell that.
Yeah.
Or else he'd be up with us and running in the house right now. I've opened the windows and the doors and he's just staying right here. We need to get you into the vet today, dude.
Can you help me? I don't know if it's 4260 or 026. I mean 62 40.
But look.
4260?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just told the whole world what your locker combination is.
Uh-oh.
Is that a problem?
Actually, I don't
Okay, try it. Let's see you do it. Guys, I just have to share some emotion with you. It is good to share emotion. It's good to share thoughts and feelings, deep feelings. My heart is full today. Do you know why, Savannah, Lizzie? You don't know why? Why do you think, Savannah? Why is my heart just full today? My heart is sad because of that, but we'll get him up and up on the up and up.
I know.
Why?
It's because you're back home with us.
Back home with the kids. Savannah knows me all too well. It's like just being back in the groove, getting in the groove of things. There's some, lots of things that I've got to catch up on work-wise and all those other things, but just to be back and being involved in the kids and what they're doing in their daily life is like the most exciting thing that could ever happen to me in my life. Like, it literally is just like what makes me happy. Even though there's some really hard days and difficult days, and sometimes we have to do all these different things and get angry sometimes and get on top of things, but this right here, this is my happy place right here. This is it. So should we get this locker open? Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
I've been trying to clean up the house and put things back in order and everything. And I forgot to set an alarm and forgot to pick up Danielle. So she is done with class right now and I have to go and get her. Luckily she had her phone so I could tell her and be like, sorry, I'm coming. I'm sorry I forgot you today. Okay. I'll try to get back on track with things. And remember that you go to school and that you need to be picked up.
I'll just start riding my bike.
Hey, that's a good idea. Charlie, the way you're holding him right there, he looks like he's dead.
He's not doing good. When we lift up on his head, he can't I don't even know how to put it. He doesn't feel right.
He doesn't look right either. He looks terrible.
It's dead weight, Sarah. He's not. When's the appointment with the vet?
They said they could get him in tomorrow
No,
afternoon.
tomorrow's not soon enough. He's not. This is not good. Look at his face. Look at him. Like, look at that. I have to lift his head up, Sarah. We need to get him in now. Is there an emergency vet, maybe?
I'll ask him about it. I'll go call him.
Look at him. He's just like, he's miserable. We've got to get him in. He's not good. Look how skinny he's getting. Dehydrated. That's another part. His skin.
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't go back very well. He's very dehydrated.
Hi, I made an appointment to get my dog in there tomorrow. But is there any way you could get him in today, or is there an emergency vet? He is just like getting so much worse, like so fast. He's like lethargic. He's been throwing up. His nose is bleeding. I don't know what, he's been putting his mouth in the sand. I don't know if he's doing that to, like, when he throws up and it's cutting his, I don't know, but he is, like, you can tell he's dehydrated. He looks terrible. She'll get him in at 2:40. That's the soonest, because it's gonna have, she said, we don't have any available. She said, but this is an emergency. So we're gonna push everybody back and they'll get us in at 2:40. We have to, she says there's, what'd she say, endocrinosis or something that's going around, super contagious. So when we get there, we have to stay in the car and call them. We can't bring him in. They're gonna have to take us, I don't know if they're gonna have to come out and look at him or take him in a different way.
Okay.
But, so yeah, so when we get there, we have to call them.
How serious is that disease or whatever's going around?
She said it's very serious and very contagious.
Here's my concern. Allie has been hanging out over at the puppy barn a lot. Mm-hmm. And my concern, I've kept it kind of quiet. I've kept it really quiet to myself. And it's more just parvo because that's all I know about. But those puppy barns and those kind of places, although they're cute and everything, there's always a high concern and a high risk of dogs because there's so many different breeds in there and people touching them all the time, and then people go home and touch their own dogs, and there's so much. It's like a dog park. Their dog parks are fun, but a lot of disease gets pushed around because dogs, they're not the cleanest animals when it comes to interaction with other pets. Like the first thing they do is smell each other's behind. So,
well, and I was worried about that, but more just the other puppies in that puppy place, not even thinking about bringing it home to our dog.
Well, I probably should have brought it up, but that's been one of my concerns is that Allie and the kids go there, they play with the dog, and we don't know, the dog might pass away. Nobody ever knows about it because it's not in their best interest to tell people about it. Yeah. And then our dog gets it because of it, and I'm telling you, he's sicker, like the whole term sicker than a dog. He is so sick right now, and I'm like, 2:30 is to me is too late.
I'm gonna take you to the doctor, okay, buddy?
Take you to the doctor today, okay? He is so dehydrated. So I hope they can put him on an IV and just get him back up because he's just so dehydrated. His skin, it just stays there, and it's a good indication when your skin doesn't bounce back. It loses its elasticity, and that's the same with dogs. Look at his nose right here. I think that's because it's been dry and he's been sticking his nose in the dirt. So they might know why he's doing that too. Like it's like he's suffering for iron or something. You know, iron deficiencies, people like crave dirt. Ah, I don't like this, buddy. I don't like it. I like when you're tearing stuff apart. More than this, at least. Yeah. But we haven't had any sprays. We haven't had any chemicals put on the grass or any plants. There's literally been nothing except for the puppy thing. So I think we should call the puppy barn and just say, hey, we need to know right now if you've had any problems, because we've been in your place a lot and now our dog is sick and we need to know so that we can tell the vet. I've been reading up on this potential disease, the sickness that Charlie has. It looks like he has. Well, the vet told Sarah at least what's going around this area, and they were highly concerned about it. Well, I just read up on it and found that he has all the symptoms that she described. And I mean, the vomiting, the dehydration, the runny nose with possible blood in it, the vomiting with possible blood in it, the just lethargic and very, all those things. He has all the symptoms. The biggest problem with this is, well, that is a pretty big problem. It can be fatal, and they said in extreme cases it can be fatal. Well, I would say that his is pretty extreme right now. And the other part of it is that humans can also get this disease. And so she said when we get there, the vet said when we show up, that we can't just take him in. We have to call them and say we're here, and they're going to take us to a specific area of the vet. So I'm really concerned that maybe he got this from our kids being at the puppy barn. Come on, buddy. Let's go. It's time to go. This is not what we want to come home to. To be continued.
You have reached your destination on the right-hand side.
You guys have Charlie?
Yeah.